Wish said that this is a shame and she can't believe that Ari won't let them say goodbye to Avi. Hey my beautiful peeps, if you're new here, my name is Char and welcome to Char TV. For my existing subscribers, I appreciate you coming on back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a recap on episode 4 of 90 Day Fiance and it's called Pasta La Vista. Before I do that though, I have a quick shout out. It goes to Claudia Palomike. I hope that I pronounced your name right. I'm so sorry if I didn't. But shout out goes to you. I pinned your comment because you're awesome. You didn't comment not once, which you were the first, but twice. You're a real one. Now on to the recap. I'll be starting with Kobe and Emily. It's the morning after their steamy night session and both of them have big smiles on their faces. Kobe feels that last night was a success because their chemistry is still there. He loved it. And as for Emily, well, she obviously loved it too.
We had sex once last night in the shower and then twice this morning. The chemistry 100% was there. Like, he made me feel so comfortable in my body that that I have now. Like, made me feel so loved. Like, he didn't not touch me. I mean, I don't really think we got into the boobs a whole lot. We just kind of, stuck down low. And I wasn't sure, how I was going to feel with my mom bod and his dad bod, but it worked.
Kobe is happy that they had the date night and he doesn't regret it. But most of all, he gets to meet his son today. And Emily is also excited for him to have that moment. Now heading home, Emily is looking forward for their son to meet his father for the first time. But at the same time, she's a little nervous because she doesn't know how the little one is going to interact with Kobe. And not to mention, she's also nervous because she doesn't have the greatest track record. She doesn't know how her parents will feel about Kobe because they barely know each other. She does feel that they will give him a chance because he is the father of her son. They pull up to the house.
Babe, are you crying? Kobe? Look at me. Oh, I knew you. Take a deep breath. Babe, take a deep breath. You're like hyperventilating. Okay.
Now I can't lie, that part, it got me when he was crying. Like, I felt that. It was such a beautiful moment. Woo, child. And I thought that was really thoughtful of the family putting the banner up outside. That was really nice. Emily tried passing Coben to Kobe, but the little one, he was not having that. I guess he just needed time to adjust. Now you could tell that Kobe was feeling overwhelmed because he was just standing there. And Emily's like, you can go and give them a hug. So Kobe hugged her parents and said thank you. And Papa said, our house is your house. That is so sweet.
Hey, Papa? You see Dada?
Oh my
Hi, Joy. You can give him a hug together?
Kobe said that getting to meet his son for the first time, he just couldn't take it. It was just so sweet and he's a dad because of him. It was a beautiful moment. Now Emily's father, David, does want to make sure that Kobe feels welcome, but he doesn't know him at all. So he does want to be observant as to Kobe's behavior towards his daughter, them, and his grandson. He's nervous to see how it's all going to play out. Emily said that the next 90 days is gonna be crazy. They're all living under the same roof. And they're going to have to work on their relationship. And also Kobe's relationship with Coben and their relationship as a family. So it's going to be a challenge. And that is pretty much everything between Kobe and Emily. Up next is Jibri and Miona. It's the next morning and Jibri says it feels amazing to wake up beside Miona. And he's super happy that she's here. And he's happy that he can be at his parents' house without them being there so that they can have some alone time. Miona has never lived on her own before, let alone being so far from her parents. She's never had to do laundry, cook, or clean. Her mother did it all for her. Jibri just wants this to be comfortable with Miona because this is their first time living together. Jibri whips up a quick breakfast for her and tells her that she should start unpacking.
I don't think I will unpack everything now. Thank you. It's just, I don't know how long we're gonna stay here.
For a while. So we gotta unpack everything.
Even the winter jackets?
Yes, the winter jackets too.
Miona doesn't want Jibri to be upset, especially since this is the first day that she's in his parents' house. But she just doesn't know why he keeps on pushing to stay in Rapid City. Girl, because he want to save some money. He probably thought that she would change her mind, but that ain't happening. She said to him that she doesn't understand the push, especially when he knows how important it is to her to not remain in Rapid City. He explains to her that, yes, it is important to him as to what she wants, but he wants to remain frugal with money and not to spend on crazy vacations like they did in the past. They also have to pay for a wedding, which he wants a simple one, and she doesn't want one that's gonna look cheap. So that's gonna cost some money.
I always thought about America as a country of the opportunities, so I'm definitely going to do the most so I can make my dreams come true. And I know that he's trying to do financially smart decisions, but I think it's better for us to be in a big city because I don't know how I would start a business here and make it into something huge.
Miona asked Jibri if his mother was serious when she said that they have to cook sometimes, and Jibri said yes. So off they go to the grocery store. They never cook and always eat out. Miona did try to cook a meal for Jibri back in Serbia, but that was a huge fail. It gave him a runny belly. Miona is not used to rules because her parents never set any for her. She didn't expect that Mahala would tell them when they'd have to cook for them and how often. She feels like they're grown people and doesn't want to have to live by someone else's rules. And it's definitely another reason to live alone. They're back home now from Miona's first grocery shopping experience.
It was fun.
String cheese.
Yeah.
Try it. Oh, no. That was about to be, you were about to commit like a serious crime.
Why?
Because you have to wait, hold on, grab it. Okay, this is the whole point of it. You gotta peel it and peel the string. Boom, there you go.
That's so weird.
String cheese.
He told her that he spoke to David and they were thinking about potentially starting the band back up. She's like, why didn't you tell me? I didn't know that. Oh boy, here we go. Now, remember that David and Miona don't get along because David doesn't feel like Miona's intentions are pure. So it has been a little bit of a struggle between those two. Miona wanted to know if David had mentioned her in their conversation. And Jibri said, well, he wished them good luck and that marriage is a lot of work. Miona said that she knew that he would say something negative because he always has from the start. And Jibri said, well, he doesn't think that she's respectful towards him. Well, at that point, the conversation isn't going so well. So Miona decided to squash it and get started on dinner.
We're gonna do chicken Alfredo?
Yeah. Jibri, this smells funky.
We are cooking out of the bag straight up, but...
I mean, don't tell them. If they notice that it's out of bag, but if they don't, then amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just ask something? Do you plan on spending more time with David from now on then?
Now, I thought the conversation about David was over and done with, but apparently not. He said, yeah, if they finish the album, because that's going to require that. He wants her to keep in mind that in order for them to leave South Dakota and head to LA, they need to make some money, and the album has a lot of potential. She said that she's really glad that he'll be doing his music again, but she doesn't know how good she's feeling about the bestie. Jibri said, well, y'all are gonna have to figure out your issues with one another because you both are acting like children. And Miona said that David doesn't even want to give her a chance. And she can't change his opinion anymore. So at this point, she doesn't even want to try anymore and feels that he might be jealous. Jibri said that David is just nervous that she's playing him.
Well, I don't care if he thinks that. That's his opinion. He doesn't even know me, so I don't think he has very much right to have opinion. He's not even the family.
He's my godfather.
That doesn't mean he can be your godfather. He's not gonna be anything to me.
That means if we start a family, he's supposed to be taken. That's exactly what that means.
No, that doesn't.
Yes, it is. That's exactly what that means.
Absolutely nothing.
Jibri feels that Miona is not quite respectful of what the significance of their relationship is. It's not just a friendship, it's a little bit deeper than that. In the Serbian culture, he's his kum. Hope I pronounced that right, which translate to godfather. They got baptized in a Serbian Orthodox church, and the pastor literally took a little bit of his hair and David's hair, put it in a pot, did a little bit of magic, and said if anything happens to either person, then that person would take care of the other's children. Now, even though that's part of Miona's culture, she doesn't care. She just doesn't like him.
I'm your family.
I know you're my family, but that's my family too. So you guys got to figure out whatever it is.
Come first. Like, I'm not gonna let no friend come in between us from either side, okay?
I feel like I'm being given an ultimatum. You're saying that me and you are family and that's not our family.
Exactly. Our family is always gonna be in the first place, and I want you to figure that out before the wedding. I'm gonna be your wife, and that's it.
Man, she don't play. Now, do you think that she's wrong for saying what she said, or does she have a point? Let me know. Moments later, they're now setting up for dinner because the parents are going to be home soon. Jibri and Miona have tried their best to cook dinner, but he's worried what his mother will think because they both don't know how to cook, and he hopes that they like it. The parents arrive home from work and see that dinner is served. Mahala said that it looks interesting, and Miona said, is that good or bad? I'm thinking, bad? Mahala tries the meal, and you can tell she did not like that food, but she said it was edible. Now offside, she said to the camera the food was really bad, and Brian said that it was awful. He didn't know if the chicken was actually chicken. Maybe it was rubber. Miona wasn't necessarily hoping that they'd not like it, but now they know what to expect going forward. Then she smiled.
It's a little better with some hot sauce.
You know, you put some hot sauce on.
Yeah.
Can you pass that down?
Yes.
Thank you.
I can. Okay, I have to admit, this chicken is nasty. The chicken is kind of rubbery and gross.
All right. Then don't eat the chicken.
Are you sad?
No, I'm not sad. It's like, Miona's trying, and I'm trying.
Absolutely. We respect that.
Do you?
Do we what?
Respect it, because you don't seem like you do.
Brian reassured that they do, but the food was just not good. But the effort was there. Brian said that Jibri shouldn't be upset, and they're not trying to hurt their feelings. They're just trying to give constructive criticism. And Jibri was like, well, hey, you don't gotta eat it if it's gross. Like, you don't gotta put the hot sauce, just don't eat it. At this point, I think Miona was feeling quite uncomfortable, so she left the table and said that she was going to get some candies.
You guys gotta chill out. Stop being so... She's really trying hard for this to impress you guys. It's a huge cultural difference because she's never cooked food for her parents ever. So you saying it's nasty and we'll try again, and it's unnecessary. It's irritating, it's frustrating that she's acting like this in front of Miona, and it just seems like I can't quite please her or meet her expectation.
If his mother continues to go down this path, that's only going to push them away, and he doesn't want that to happen. And that is everything between Jibri and Miona. Next up is Ari and Biniyam. They're leaving tonight for America, and Bini is feeling quite nervous because of what happened the night before with his sisters. He's now realizing that telling them at the last minute was a mistake. Bini asked Ari if she was going to join them for a goodbye lunch with his sisters and brother, but she declined. Poor Bini just wants everybody to get along before they leave. Ari is tired of giving his sister chances because they always fight. So she's at the end of her rope and is done.
It's not like I didn't try a million times to call them and to help them when they need help, and I know my conscience is clear. I've done everything I could possibly do to be nice to them, to try to be their family.
No, the main thing, try to like nice, like peace.
I've been very nice. Very nice. And I'm very peaceful. I'm not calling them and saying, you threw wine at me, you did this. Nothing. I'm done.
I understand your feeling. I understand you're so upset.
Bini is feeling upset and feels like the situation sucks. Bini arrives at the restaurant with Avi to meet up with his brother and sisters. He's hoping to receive their blessing so that he can be at peace before he leaves for America. He said to his sisters that he's so glad that they came because he thought that they wouldn't. Wish said that she wishes that Bini had told them sooner. Bini apologized and said that he was stressed over it, and that's why he didn't say anything. Then Wish asked where Ari was.
እሷ ፓክ ያደረገች ነው ማለት ለመምጣት ማለት ጋብዣት ነበር እዚህ እንድትመጣ ያው እሷም ትንሽ ውስጧ ጥሩ ያው ትንሽ አብሰት ስላደረገች ትንሽ ጋፕ ያስፈልጋል ብዬ ነው እኔም አላጨናነቅኳትም።
አይ ችግር የለውም ጥሩ አድርጋለች።
Unless you have to say sorry about this. Do you need to say sorry? No. No, 100% no.
Wish said that Ari said they're not important to her after they've done everything to her. So that hurts. Do you feel that Wish should apologize to Ari? Or if Ari should be apologizing to Wish? Let me know. Bini said that he told Ari that she needs to fix the pain on both sides. Mimi told him not to worry about this issue. He should try to take care of himself and fix things.
በላይ ደግሞ አንተ እንድትጎዳ አንፈልግም።
ሁሉም ነገር ሰላም ይሆናል
ማለት የዋህነት ታውቃለህ አይደል? እንደ ሞኝነት ምናምን ነው የሚያስቆጥረው። የዋህነት አታብዛ፣ ራስን ጠብቅ። ትልቁ ነገር እሱ ነው።
Mimi said to Bini, at the end of the day, we're rooting for your happiness. So he's to focus on his work, his son, and his family. And Wish also said that he should take this as an opportunity to find his first son. Bini now feels better and feels that his family is supporting his move. One thing that he wishes for is that his family and Ari are at peace before he moves to America. He asks his sisters to come to the airport to say their goodbyes and figures that Ari will be a lot more calm. Later on, they're off to the airport.
You know, my family, they want to come back like in the airport.
Okay.
I don't want like something problem. Like if you talk to me, just like talk to you like something. If you say hi, I think say hi.
Okay. Say hi. I'll say hi. I'm not like I'm not one of these people that goes.
No, not like this.
Not like that. You know that.
They finally arrive, and so do the sisters. It looked a little bit awkward. Wish said that they wanted to say their goodbyes to Bini and Avi and thought that it was best to do so alone. While Bini is unloading the suitcases from the van, and with Ari right behind him, Wish said to him that they don't want to face Ariela. Ari was like, that's not nice, but did move away because they had so much drama the night before and she didn't want more today. She said it's stupid. She knew they didn't want to see her, but just wants to avoid them, get to the van and be done with it. Bini hugs his niece and nephew, and the sisters ask him if Ari is willing to let them kiss Avi. So Bini heads over to the van with Ari and Avi inside.
Can you give me Avi?
No, not right now. No, I think it's cold outside. Just leave him.
Why we don't have time? We can give her listen. After sleeping?
No, we're not. It's
Avia, trying to know.
It's cold outside. If they're not so stupid, they can come and see him. But their behavior is really stupid.
Wish said that this is a shame, and she can't believe that Ari won't let them say goodbye to Avi. He's like their kid, so it hurts a lot. Mimi feels that Ari is evil. Wish said to Bini if he has problems, they will pay for a ticket to bring him back home. They don't want to hear anything about him suffering. Mimi feels that if Avi wasn't born, that their relationship would be short. Bini is really naive. He trusts people and is patient, and the things that happen to him makes her feel sad. It's something that he doesn't deserve. And Wish said he's the definition of stuck. With that, they say their goodbyes to Bini. With the sisters gone, Bini talks to Ari in the van. She asked him if he's okay, and he said yes. Leaving his family is very hard, and he wishes that he could take them with him. But he has to go with Ari and Avi.
We have to, because security and everything can't go past him.
Hi.
Living in Ethiopia is very emotional for me. I will miss my family, my culture. I will miss all.
Okay.
It's scary for Bini. He doesn't know what's going to happen when he moves. He doesn't know about Ari's family, siblings. They don't know about their financial situation, but he doesn't have a choice for living in the US. He'll fight for his family and not give up on their relationship. And that is everything for Ari and Biniyam. That's everything to my recap. I hope that you enjoyed it. This time around, there was no Eve and Muhammad. That's one of the couples that I do recap on. Maybe we'll see them next time. Are you serious right now? They're literally right there, freaking banging. As for Kobe and Emily, that was so touching when he finally got to meet his son. Oh my goodness, that was such a beautiful moment. I hope that everybody is able to get along under one roof. But I do see that there might be some butting of heads in regards to how to deal with their son. In regards to Jibri and Miona, man, the food, it didn't look the greatest. I guess it was one of those frozen meals, but at least they tried. Who knows, maybe next time Mahala can show them some recipes, or they can go off on YouTube and search for some themselves. But I give them points for trying. And I mean, I've been seeing comments that people have said, well, his parents failed him because they didn't show him how to cook. Maybe, but he could have been the kind of person where he wasn't interested. I mean, when I was growing up, I didn't give a hoot about the kitchen, okay? Which was a big mistake on my part because I had to learn real quick when I moved out on my own. But at the same time, Jibri is an adult now, you know? He can learn. I could tell that things are gonna get a bit, there's gonna be some drama. As for Ari and Bini, man, that was rough at the airport. It really was. Me, you wouldn't, nobody would be able to stop me to see my niece or nephew. I'd be right up in that van and I'd be like saying goodbye. Like, I'm surprised I didn't try to do that, but anyhow, I guess that creates more drama for TLC. Overall, it was an alright episode. I'm still kind of blah sometimes about it. Let me know your thoughts. Are you still finding it boring even after episode 4, or are you starting to enjoy it a bit more? Let me know in the comments down below, and hopefully I can pin one of your comments and give you a shout out. If you enjoyed my recap, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It is a fun time in the community tab. You gotta see it for yourself. Thanks for watching, my beautiful peeps, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!